there 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it out. Never let a hard time over us. Double up. I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just, 5, 4, 3, 2, that's time.
What up, though? D, no wheel drive 229. Had to get some snacks, and I was like, you know, listening to some Nip, R.I.P. Nip. Really a sad situation, you know. I ain't gonna speak about it too long, but you know, all I'm gonna say is how you lived your life, how people view you in death and view your death really speaks to your character and how you lived your life, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta take some small positives from it, but really a sad situation, man. So feel sad for his family and all that, man. But yeah, man, rest in peace, Nip. But what we doing today, back-to-back videos again for you. I'm dropping the exhaust video. It should already be dropped. It's like a compilation, really. Just out driving a little bit. I shot that last week actually with my boy Alex Gray. Shout out to him. Follow his channel, Alex Gray, on YouTube. He got a lot of exhaust videos. So go to listen to that for the actual sound. So I'm dropping that first. So while you're listening to this video, for reference, you want to hear how the car sounds, go listen to that. But of course, you know, it doesn't all come through the camera. But, you know, that's a pretty good reference. So definitely go check that video out if you want to hear how the headers sound. So, what am I talking about today? Basically, for all my Corvette owners, C7 owners who are looking to change the exhaust on their car, what are your options? You know what I'm saying? Like, what really can we do here? So change your headers, change just your mid-pipe, or change your rear section. So I will start with the headers because that's what I did. So I guess let's start with that. I chose Texas Speed long tube headers, no cats. And so basically what that means is the long tube headers include the X pipe in it. Basically that's what long tube means. You can get shorties, but then you would have to get an X pipe. Or made them to your stock X pipe, which I don't see why you would do that, but if you're going for power, then long tubes are going to be where you're going to go. So that's the first thing to note. If you're really after power, headers is going to be where you want to get that at. The rear section is only going to give you like 5 or 10 horsepower. On a Corvette, you're not going to notice that, right? Okay, so you went to Texas Speed, long tubes, no cats. Now, if you live in a state that trips about emissions, i.e. California or another state that I don't know about, then you probably want to get some cats. So for that option, you can order them with cats, the long tube headers, and I'm not quite sure how those sound actually because I didn't do that option. I'm sure it quite makes a big difference if you just get rid of the mid pipe, I've heard. So the cats in the mid pipe. So those are your options. I think it's called green cats, right? I think that's your options there with long tube headers. I went with Texas Speed because they were the cheapest and they sound just as good as the rest of them. Good quality, good fitment based on, you know, old boy who put them on. Now, how do they sound? Obviously, there's more expensive options. I think Corsa and some other people make one. Most of them are $2 grand just for the headers. But based on what I've seen and heard, it doesn't really make that much difference. So I don't see why you would get them, but maybe you just want that higher quality, right? So how big of a difference do the headers make in sound? They make the car sound super loud, and I personally really like the sound. I'm gonna insert a clip here of when we first heard it after it was the headers put on and tuned. Shout out to my tuner LX Spartan in Dacula, Georgia. Go check them out. But insert a clip here, but it's really loud. Like I say, it's you know, it's a camera, so it doesn't quite come through. I think you kind of get the gist of it though, based on me and Calvin's reaction. I really think I don't think Calvin really likes it that much. I think Calvin thinks it's too loud, and it is super loud. So if you don't want something super loud, do not do long tube no catted headers, because it is super loud. But yeah, I think Calvin kind of didn't like it, but he ain't gotta pay for it, so whatever. I like it. So we're gonna cut to the video here. All right. The cats do that?
I guess so, bro.
The cats, man?
He's doing this so you can rev out.
Oh, yeah.
That's loud, bro. I can't imagine how that sound driving. Good lord.
Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow.
So the cats were stopping up all that noise?
Huh?
The cats were stopping up all that noise? That's crazy.
Yeah, they stop a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What you think, bro?
That's loud, nigga. That's loud.
I might have to put a fuse back in for that.
I don't know, bro. That's, nigga, that's loud. I ain't never-
What, was that a cold start or had you already started it?
No, that was a warm start. The cold start is crazy. Yeah. I started because I took it to the car wash.
Right.
So I just came back, yeah. Yeah, that was a warm start. Nah. I don't even want to be on the street no more.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That startup is crazy too. Especially when you like start it up around people, that'd be pretty funny.
Right, yeah.
You do like a whole video of people reacting.
Bruh. This at night in the parking deck of Choa is gonna scare the mess out of people, bro.
Fucking parking deck?
Yes. Because I work in a parking deck.
You're like, nigga, park outside. Get your ass outside.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Yeah, that's the most fun, man. When I had my shit, yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go through Discover Middle and just run through the pretty park deck. You like it?
I love it. Especially because I can tone it down if I need to. I might be slightly, but I don't have to drive it every day, so no, I wouldn't be worried if I couldn't tone it down. But
That's what it stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
So you should easily be in the 10s now, right?
It could be.
even on stock tires.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see. Yeah, I mean, when you're on it, I mean, I haven't recorded from the stop, but I mean, that car looks hard.
What y'all think of YouTube? That thing is loud, bro. Like,
Yeah.
loud, nigga. That thing is loud.
Hey, it's loud, bro.
I don't think this video gonna do it justice, bro. That joint crazy loud. And I like loud stuff, and usually I had to back off, so I don't.
He just had the camera back to me like,
I don't
huh?
even know what I would be doing.
No, this is where I got it. Shout out to Josh at LX Spartan Motorsports for the tune and putting them on for me. Solid dude. Y'all definitely go check him out if you're in the Georgia area, Atlanta area, and you need your LS, LT, whatever tuned or work done to your whatever. So definitely check him out, LX Spartan. So you heard it. It's pretty crazy. So that's your first option, right? Is to go headers. Now, the thing about headers is it's a tune, and they may trip about, you know what I'm saying? Like they might trip about if something were to catastrophically go wrong with your car and it's still under warranty, they may trip about it. So if you care about that, then do not get uncatted headers. Either get catted headers because you won't need a tune then, or you know, do just a mid-pipe or the rear section. So that's definitely something to think about. However, why did I choose to do it? Because I've scoured the forums and I found literally no one who's had a problem with their engine blowing up. Because if something else breaks, I don't think they're gonna trip. You know, if your seat, you know, something's wrong with your seat or radio or anything else, you know, they're not gonna trip. I don't think, only literally if your engine blows up will it be a problem, and I could find no examples of that, you know. And you know, I got my car brand new, so I know it is, you know, been through, and you know, I don't think that it's gonna blow up the engine, you know what I'm saying? So just a tune and, you know, cats. Now if I was going, you know, balls to the wall, I might be a little more nervous. If I was po-charging and, you know, putting a lot of stress on it, you know what I'm saying, maybe I might be more worried, but I think that it will be all right. So that is why I chose to do it, but I can see why you would not. So there you go. Now, next option is just a mid-pipe. A lot of people choose this option because it is the cheapest option, and I've heard that it just gives it, you know, kind of a nice grumble. Because let's be clear, the car sounded good stock. Let's make that clear, right? The car sounded like super good stock, so it was not whack at all or quiet at all. So you can definitely just rock like that. And then just doing the X pipe is gonna be like $400. I think boiler and Corsa are the two, you know, kind of ones that you do there. So, and that gets rid of your secondary cats and gives it a nice rumble, I've heard. So that's definitely a sensible option. You won't get any power, I don't think, but sensible option. You keep the warranty, sound a little bit better. Probably what most sensible people would do, but you know, I'm low-key retarded, so I didn't do that. So that's one of your options. And then also you got your rear section. So this is your MPP. Now I've left mine stock, of course, but you can do Corsa and you can do Borla. And so, and there's many other options too. I can't think of them all, but those are the main two. Corsa and Borla are kind of the, you know, two of the lead at the head of the pack there, when you got those options. From what I hear, Corsa gives a more exotic tone, higher pitched. Borla, deeper, more American-y, rumbly tone. You're gonna be about $2,000 there for either one of those. And but they do have options to keep, if it's important to you, maybe you live in a neighborhood or you need to keep the dual functionality that it comes stock with, being able to put it in the quiet mode. Both of those come with that option. So that's pretty cool. If you want it and you need it. I leave mine open all the time with open headers. Not open headers, but you know, straight through headers because bump my neighbors. But if you have kids or for whatever reason, then those are gonna be some good options for you. Not much power there. Like I said, about 5-10 horsepower. You're not gonna notice it. So that's kind of a brief rundown. And of course you can mix and match, right? So you can do, of course, headers and rear section. You can do short tube headers with like a Corsa mid pipe and a Borla rear section, I guess, if you wanted to. But you can do short tube headers, or mid length, I think is the official term. But then you would have to do an X pipe, and then, see what I'm saying? So you can mix and match like that. Some people have done that. Yeah, there's really just a lot of options. Like I said, I have done long tube, no catch, straight to the stock rear section, the MPP open, permanently open. And I love how it sounds. I really like it. It's pretty loud, but it's not crazy. It doesn't drone. It's almost, to me personally, it's almost the perfect exhaust because it doesn't drone really somehow, but when you put your foot in it, it's stupid loud. But literally when you're just cruising, when you're just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can definitely hear it. You know, it's got a little rumble to it, but it's not at all. Especially if you put the windows up. My wife doesn't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have the music blasting and you don't notice it just cruising around. But when you put your foot in it, it sounds crazy. So that's why I really like it. But it is pretty loud. Now, I am considering getting a rear section. So this is where I need y'all's help. Comment below if you think that I should get a rear section. Now, based on what I've heard, the rear section only changes like the tone. It doesn't really make it much louder. Cause like I said, the MPP is pretty much open. So like, in theory, it can't get much louder than that, right? I mean, it's open. It's open pipe. You know, there's nothing, cause I got the two quiet ones closed permanently. So it's always open. So theoretically, it can't get much louder, but it can change the tone of the pitch, right? So I've been considering doing that because I've heard that long tubes to the Corsa sounds really good. And so I will admit that my car sounds very raw sometimes, and I like that. It fits it. You know, it's a blacked out Z06, so it don't look crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's a blacked out Z06. It kind of fits it, that it sounds so kind of a little bit unnatured, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit raw. But I wonder how the more exotic tone would sound. So I'm thinking about that. Especially because, you know, the car is, I've been pulling up on people, by the way, beating the Aventador the other day. But the car is fast as crap now. Especially since I've got a little bit more comfortable with it. So I feel like it's fitting, you know what I'm saying? The rawness of it, but I would maybe like a little bit more, at least to see how it sounds, you know what I'm saying? And just like with anything, I mean, if I get it, don't like it, I can sell it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I get a used one and pretty much lose no money. So comment below if you have a Borla or Corsa catback and let me know how it sounds. Because I am thinking about doing that. And ironically, if I do that, I kind of feel like I want to wrap it too. I already have the wrap. The wrap is still sitting like right over there. The house is stupid dirty. That's the wrap, like right over there beside that mirror. but I feel like if I have it more exotic sounding, I want to wrap it white. You know what I'm saying? To kind of to give it a different personality. I feel like that'll be cool and kind of give the car a whole new feel, right? But if you have Corsa or boiler, comment below and let me know how you like the catback and how it changes sound, right? And everybody else who maybe doesn't have it, comment below and tell me if you think that I should change the rear section or just keep it how it is, just the header straight to the stock section. So comment below, let me know what y'all think about that. If you have one, comment below. I'm trying to think, what else can I say about the exhaust? I think that's pretty much it, right? Talked about how much each one was, like I said, about getting now factor into the price of the headers that you're gonna need a tune if you do long tubes. I mean, I guess you could ride around with the CL, but that's kind of whack. So about 2 bands for the headers installed at the cheapest if you get Texas long speed. 2 bands, 2,500 for the headers, long tubes, but that gets the long tube, so you don't have to do a mid pipe. There's that. Then if you want to do just a mid pipe, about 400, 500, 600, and if you want to do the rear, about $2 grand. So just to keep that in mind, that's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else for the exhaust. Oh, another big thing, reason why my car sounds so loud, we figured it out. I'm gonna cut to the video here. It's actually from the first video that day, my boy Alex, because I was asking him how it sounded, actually in comparison to another C7 he did, Buddy with the gray one, supercharged Grand Sport. And so, all right, what's up, y'all? Quick interjection from the video earlier. I'm out here with my boy Alex, and you know I was explaining the exhaust, the different options you have, and so I figured we would just ask him really quick as a person who is neutral. Obviously my opinion's biased, it's my car, I hear it every day, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I think it's not really that loud and, you know, yada yada. So we're gonna see what someone who not only is a neutral person but has also heard a C7 with full exhaust, meaning they changed the rear section too, which I didn't do. So this is my boy Alex right here.
What's up, guys?
Alex Gray, follow his channel. Shout out your channel.
Alex Gray, is my name.
Oh, just his name.
Boring, hey.
Hey, it works. That's his M3 right there, pretty nice.
It's nothing compared to this.
Nah, man, I like that M3. So, well, I guess first of all, just as overall, how does it sound? Like if you hear this going by, because I have the Texas Speed, good enough? Because Texas Speed is the cheapest headers you can get. Because most of the headers are like $2 grand, but I got the ones that are $1 grand.
They sound incredible.
Sound good?
Absolutely incredible.
Nice.
So we just did a full exhaust video, flybys and everything, and compared to the other one that's on my channel, it's like you said, supercharged Grand Sport. I would say the difference between the boiler exhaust and then having the factory mufflers, maybe the idle is slightly louder with the boiler exhaust, but like inside the car, flybys, takeoffs, I'd say it sounds very similar. Yeah, I would say the boiler probably just lets it idle a little bit louder.
Gotcha.
So I mean, it sounds incredible.
From what you remember, is the tone any deeper or higher pitched? Or it sounds the same? Slightly deeper with the boiler. I figured, yeah, the boiler was deeper. I figured that.
But you know, he also had a cam in that video, so that could, I mean, obviously I know that makes it low and sound, the idle sounds really good, but I'm sure the mufflers have something to do with it as far as being a little bit louder.
Right.
Like flyby, I mean, like I was telling you earlier, when you revved it, that literally hurt my ears. Whereas when he was revving it, it didn't hurt my ears like that. So it's kind of weird.
Right.
It's weird. It doesn't really make sense, but it's like your revs definitely sounded louder, but his idle sounds louder.
Makes sense. Cool.
That makes sense, man. It's hard to explain.
Okay, so intermission to the intermission, we just figured out a more specific reason as to why his may idle louder, but mine may rev higher. Alex just watched the video.
So we just looked at the video again, and his revs were only going up to about 5,000, 5,500, whereas yours, you said,
all the way up
60, all the way up the red line, and it was tuned to be a little bit higher. So that's definitely the reason why this hurt my ears rather than the other one. That makes perfect sense, because this one just simply revs higher.
Gotcha. Okay, so there you go. That makes a lot of sense. That is why, back again. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. All things exhaust for your C7. So, everybody with a C7, comment below and let me know your setup. Have you just left it stop? Because I would not be mad at that at all. Have you left it stock? Did you just do mid pipe, just catback, headers, some combination of the three? Comment below, let me know what you think sounds best. Everybody else, let me know how you think mine sounds. Go listen to the first video with the, you know, just exhaust video. And yeah, that's it. D, no wheel drive 229. Y'all have a good day.